part of my coursework. My bloody phone is going off. What you want, Karen? I apologise for any of my English viewers. I have this thing where I just put on the worst possible Cockney accent. And it's just part of who I am. It's in my blood. So, I have not parted my hair in the middle since like the beginning of the year. Look at your little butt. You can see my cat's butt right there. Just thought you should all know that before we begin the video. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So unfortunately this week's video is not a weekly vlogmas. Why, you ask? Because as you can probably tell by my voice, I am still sick after a month, which is super fun. The course of antibiotics didn't really work, so I've been back at the doctor's getting blood tests done, getting other tests done. Some results came back really good, some results came back not so good, but it's totally fine. Room for improvement, you know what I'm saying? But the verdict is I'm probably going to be sick for a few months following this. So that was such a downer to open the video. As you can tell by the title of this video, I'm going to be chatting about how to get shit done, how to be productive, how to stay focused, and how to live in the moment. I was always sort of the type of girl who would constantly be looking towards something in the future, whether that was moving to London, that worked out well, whether that was a holiday, whether that was, I don't even, like I was always so focused on the future and I always forgot about the present moment. Now I'm currently struggling with living in the past. That's something that I feel like I have just been remembering weird things about when I was little lately, and I've been really nostalgic, and like it's just not a good place to be. I mean, like, yeah, it's good for a little while, but you can't live in the past. You gotta live in the present moment to get anything done and to progress as a human being. You gotta live in the now. I feel like a really bad motivational speaker. So the first thing that I wanted to talk about is meditation. Now this is something I'm extremely passionate about, and it's something I do every single morning when I wake up. I find that it really makes me focus throughout the day and gives me way better mental clarity. So the app that I use, because I prefer guided meditation, is Headspace. And it's a really easy to use app, really has a user-friendly interface, and it's very simple and straightforward. When you sign up, you do get the first 10 lessons free, which is your basics, and it really runs you through how to meditate and tells you to basically not get too caught up in the concept of meditation and not to expect anything from it. Plus Andy, who is the narrator and I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, creator of the app, has a really soothing and relaxing voice, so that is always a great option if you're looking to start meditation and don't really know where to begin. The app itself also has quite a few other options, whether you want to meditate with your child. I noticed there was a kids section the other day, but it also runs you through things like easing your anxiety, sleeping better, just general relaxation, calming nerves. It really runs through everything that you could possibly want, and that is why I love the app so much. In a previous video, I also outlined the concept of music meditation, and I will link my tips to self-care video somewhere on the screen now. But I talk about how listening to music and being in that moment, like being very present in that moment, can also be a form of meditation. So if everything is sort of a bit daunting to you, definitely give that one a go. I highly recommend it because it is also super effective. Another thing that I personally like to do is use crystals in meditation, and I know some of you are going to be like, what? Why? Crystals are weird. Why is that a thing? Personally, I feel a very strong connection to crystals, so that is why I use them, and I find that there is a crystal for basically anything out there. If you are looking into meditating with crystals, I highly recommend just going on Google, typing in what your requirements are of a crystal, and it'll just tell you all the options. So for example, everyone knows that rose quartz is aligned with love and most importantly, self-love. Another great stone if you are in a particularly stressful time in your life or have some issues with anxiety is amethyst, which I just love so much and I definitely use for meditation quite often. And then if you're looking to maybe manifest wealth or abundance, citrine and tiger's eye are great stones for that. And if you like, the one that I'm currently using because I'm not well at the moment is bloodstone, because that's really good for health and your physical health essentially. So go up on Google, check whatever you want. I said go up on Google. What? Look it up on Google, and yeah, the sources are endless, so just have fun with it. Honestly, don't take it too seriously and just you do your thing. If you're not into crystals, leave it out. If you're into them, put it into your meditation routine, because I mean, it can, what harm can it do? It's a crystal, plus it looks really gorgeous, so there's that. The next point that I wanted to make is something that is really often overlooked by everyone, and that is focusing on the little things. Taking the time out of your schedule to really check in with how you're doing. So no matter the situation, whether it's something really stressful, whether you're in an extremely boring situation, check in with yourself. Take a couple of deep breaths and then acknowledge how you are. So ask yourself how you're feeling. You may not like the answer, but the point is to not judge it. And in that very moment, it's not up to you to completely change it. However, you will feel more inclined to treat yourself later on in the day if the answer is not so great. So if you're feeling a little down, you're going to feel more inclined to take a bubble bath, do a face mask, do something you love, write, draw, paint, whatever. But you're going to feel more inclined to do that because if you check in with yourself later on in the day, you ask yourself how you are, you want that answer to be better than what it was earlier. You get what I'm saying? Sort of like being in the present moment, but then acknowledging, like, I want to feel better later on in the day, so I want to do this. That probably doesn't make sense, but we're just going to roll with it. The third and final point that I wanted to make is something that a lot of organizational YouTubers and motivational speakers talk about, and that is planning out your day. Everyone knows that, you know, to be productive the next day, you have to plan out your schedule. I'm not talking like minute to minute. I'm talking just write down the basic things that you got to do in a day. And often the most effective way of going about it is putting what's most important at the top. So if you have a huge task or a paper to do the next day, put it at the top, get it over and done with, and then you have the rest of the day to relax. Coming to terms with that concept was really hard for me in university, I'm not going to lie, because I was a huge procrastinator. But I really learnt my lesson towards the end of my last semester, and it's just best to get things done and out of the way. So always just give yourself something to look forward to at the end of the day. But really appreciate the process of whether it is writing a paper, for example. Really appreciate that you are taking the time to get that done, and then treat yourself later on. That's the point of it. Anyway, they are my 3 top tips for getting stuff done. I just highly recommend doing every single one of them every day, just because they really help you stay focused, on track, and whatever your goals are, whether they're like work related, studying related, fitness related, health related, just, you got this. I can assure you, if you follow those tips, you are on your way to success like that. Mind you, I said I follow these tips and now I'm like really sick, so I haven't been following like all of them every day because I haven't been doing anything other than marathoning The OC and Riverdale and Christmas movies. I fell asleep watching Elf the other day and that never happens. Never. I feel like a fake fan. Okay. I'm getting way off track, so comment down below with something that helps you stay motivated, helps you get stuff done, because I would honestly love some more tips and I would love to see what you guys do. So leave that in the comment section down below. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I'm going to take some painkillers and some decongestant because I sound like a man and I've just suddenly realised that. So I'm definitely going to try and film as much as I possibly can. I miss you guys so much, and just thank you for all the love and support that you've given me on this channel so far. I think I reached 250 something subscribers the other day, and it was just like really heartwarming that you guys are watching, so I'm genuinely so grateful. Speaking of gratitude, bonus tip, always practice gratitude. Genuinely feel grateful for what you have and what you've accomplished. So another little bonus tip there, and yeah, I will see you guys very soon with another video. Hopefully not from the bed. Hopefully it's like a really exciting vlogmas, because I'm going back to work this week. Fingers crossed. And I just wanna like get out there in the festivities that happen in December, because I'm feeling very non-Christmassy at the moment from being ill. So just, yeah, stay tuned. Also, I have heaps of fashion videos filmed. And who doesn't love fashion videos, like styling videos, festive season outfits? I got you guys covered for all of that. So subscribe if you're interested in that kind of thing, and I will see you guys very soon. Goodbye.